Well, this is a little story about a John Deere 330 that I inherited from my uncle. He's still alive, but he's downsizing and had a little accident with this 330 diesel. He was out mowing a steep ditch bank and rolled it over on himself. I'll pop in a picture of that later, but I don't know if the motor's locked up, seized up. I could tell by looking in the intake that there was mud and dirt down in there. And the muffler, when I took it off, was full of water. And you could also see on the air filter system that it was underwater. You can see that there's mud and silt in there. And on the radiator to some degree up in there. So we're gonna see what the motor looks like. We didn't even try to turn it over. He said it was a good running machine. Before that, I believe it has, there it is, 16, no, yeah, 1680. So, I mean, that's some hours, but not a horrible amount for a diesel. So we're going to take a look at it and see what the inside of this motor looks like today. It'll be fun. Well, this is a little story about a... Alright, trying to get a decent angle so we can pull this head off and you can see what it looks like. Hopefully it's not corroded and rusty. It's been sitting a few months. I'm gonna lift this too high, but you can kind of see a little bit underneath there. Oh boy. Definitely a little gunk in there. Get the cap here. Suck that stuff out of there and see how corroded the cylinder walls are. Definitely a little corrosion there. Might be able to hone that out. Let's see. I don't know. See if it's salvageable. I'm gonna try to give you a decent angle so we can pull this head off and you can see what it looks like. Yeah, the cylinder, center one's got mud in it. This one had antifreeze and water and it looks pretty, I don't know, pretty rusty. This one's got a lot of mud in it, as you can see. Try to scrape that out and see what that one looks like. Ditch water, mud. This one actually don't look too bad. Then you can see the head. Pretty corroded. So again, we'll see if we can salvage any of it. I'd be surprised that that sucker's corroded in there. But we'll see. Well, that's best I could get her cleaned out. We will see. Yeah, that was not a ring down there. That was some sort of rubber O-ring. But it's still pretty flaky and rough looking. I don't think that's gonna break loose. That's a little piece that was in there. That's a flexible O-ring. Well, that's best I figure what do we got to lose? We will see. Either I'm gonna damage the cylinder more or clean it up. So I took this little brass wheel and got the major stuff off, and then I'm just gonna fill it with PB Blaster. filled all these with PB Blaster and just kept wiping them out with paper towel. Now I'm gonna try a little sanding wheel. It's kind of wore out, so I don't even know what grit it would be now, but it ain't even true. Look at it wobbling all over. But we'll see if we can't clean her up. Everybody's probably cringing. It's alright, I'm a nurse for a living, so I don't know what I'm doing. Not pushing real hard, just letting it go around. Let's see if we can't get it shiny again. Get it to break loose. Yeah, let's see what kind of damage we got here. Well, I figure what do we got to lose? So I noticed the size of the cylinder here is about the size of a can. Almost fit in there perfect. And I was thinking, I can't get that bottom edge by the piston. So I went around and I found my favorite wax, this Meguiar's liquid ceramic, and I built up the bottom of it with some tape, and then I taped a sanding disc or a piece of sandpaper on the edge so it wouldn't come off, but it didn't go around the whole thing. But that sucker fit in there just perfect, and I was able to slowly work it around. I did it dry at first just to break the major stuff down, and then I put some lubricant in there, and voila, she's clean all the way down there. So we might free this cylinder up after all. Crazy, but it don't look like it wouldn't break loose. I don't know. Still a little bit of an edge maybe there. But I don't know. I wouldn't be afraid to try to break this loose. I'm going to let it soak for the day. We'll see what happens. What do you guys think? Think it's going to break loose? I don't know. Well, you guys are going to laugh for a while, and then we'll see if we can't break it loose. So I noticed that, I don't know. Still looks a little iffy.